Hi, this is Mary with Kingdom of Heaven Ministries, and I want to share a revelation that I got regarding Ecclesiastes chapter 3. I'm sure you're familiar with, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. And then it goes on to say a time for this, a time for that, a time to, a time to, a time to, a time to, a time to. I was in Bible study the other week, and I was at a Bible study where on Wednesday nights they ask questions, which I absolutely love, and it's been very, very much a blessing to me. But anyway, one person asked about Ecclesiastes, and it seemed like we stayed on that chapter, a particular chapter, for quite a long time. And when we left, I still had questions and things stirring in me, so God revealed something to me about that I hadn't seen before, and you may have, but I want to share it anyway. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. What this helped, the revelation I got is that it's not so much whether God ordains a time to hate and a time to kill, as opposed to a time to love and a time to heal. I think we're missing the bigger picture, because I think what is actually meant in here, part of the reason that is written, is about there's a time for things that will start, and there's a time when it ends. There's a beginning point, there's an ending point. There's a starting line, there's a finishing line. Everything doesn't run the same all the time. Now, it was encouraging to me, because then the following thought I had is that everything inside of time has an expiration. Everything. We think about our seasons. To everything there is a season. Every season is marked with a beginning time and an ending time. And each season has its purpose. You will not see two seasons merging together, or just one long continual season. No, there are certain seasons that they're marked by a beginning point and an ending point. Well, the encouragement that came to me was that when you're going through trials, when you're going through tribulations, you're going through trouble, you're going through a hard time, always remember that there is an expiration date assigned to that. There's an ending of that. If you're under heavy oppression, there's an ending to that. It won't last forever. It won't last always. We used to hear those songs that said, troubles don't last always. Well, the older I get, the more I realize that's more than just a song. It's more than just a song. Troubles can't last always. Why? Because they have a season. They have a season. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the sun. A time to every purpose. There are things that, whatever you're going through right now is subject to change tomorrow. When we look at the woman with the issue of blood, sick for 12 years or so, she saw Jesus passing by. She wasn't even supposed to be within the crowd of people, because she was considered unclean. But how many people know that if she would have fainted before that day, before that hour where she touched the hem of his garment, if she would have fainted and gave up before that point, she would have missed the ending of that season for that infirmity. There was an ending time for it, and it happened suddenly. After agonizing 12 years, it ended suddenly. Blind Bartimaeus, sitting by the roadside begging. If he would not have been on the roadside that day, if he would not have yelled out, even though the crowd told him to stay in your place and shut up, if he would not have cried out, then he would have missed the ending of the season of blindness. The man at the gate, beautiful. If he had not made his way, or had somebody drop him off, whatever the case may be, he was at the gate before he entered into the temple. If he would not have been there that day, and if he would not have looked and said, you're asking for alms, he would not have known that that season for that condition in his life was about to end. What am I saying to you? I want to encourage you, whatever you're going through, whatever's happening right now, whatever may have hit you suddenly, just know that it has an expiration time. It's a season. It's going to end. What does the scripture say? Weeping may endure for a night. That night may be your season. You may be in the night season. But how many people know that if we're on this side of the dirt, and if you're watching this, that that night is subject to end, and joy will come in the morning? To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Whatever you're waiting for and longing for and believing God for, don't give up. There is an allotted time for that. The scripture in Habakkuk, it says, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that reads it. For the vision is yet for what? An appointed time. An appointed time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. It is for an appointed time. That dream that you have, that vision that you have, the business that you want to start, the ministry that you're in it, and it doesn't seem like it's flourishing like God promised you it was. Whatever the dream or vision that God placed in your heart, waiting for that husband to turn around, waiting for the wife to surrender and submit, whatever it is, there's an appointed time. Don't get weary in well-doing. Don't get weary. Have faith in God and just don't quit. Several years ago, I wrote a poem. It was called The Dream Deferred. The dream deferred will never die when within the heart it lies. Though it tarry, wait for it. Have faith in God and just don't quit. Just realize it's a season. Whatever you're going through it to come out of it. God is faithful, and he's not a man that he should lie. And you may be saying, it's too much for me to bear, and it may feel that way. But just know that he is faithful to his word, and his word said he will not put more on you than you're able to bear. The thing to do is to find out for him, how am I supposed to be bearing this? I hope that this is an encouragement to you. So just know, to everything there is a season, a beginning point and an ending point, and a time to every purpose under the sun. God has an appointed time for the thing that you're waiting for. An appointed time. Don't believe the lie. Don't get weary. Because in due season, you shall reap if you faint not. God bless you.